It's Wednesday, and it's May 3rd. Do you know what that means? Tomorrow is May the 4th. And for those of you that are Star Wars fans, you know what I'm talking about, right? So let me get set up here, let you catch up with me. Who's already on with me? Not sure. So, glad to see everybody. I'm here. Well, hey Nanette, how are you? Good to see you live from Texas. How are you? So tonight we're doing a Star Wars card. And, let's just say Eastern Palace Suite meets Star Wars. So get your lightsabers out. We're going to the dark side tonight. And we're going to do some stamping and have some fun. And, yeah, it'll be interesting, as always, right? So, for those of you that don't know me, and Nanette, you know me pretty well here. Oh, no, it's Storm in there. Well, stay hunkered down. You'll be all right. So, but for those of you that don't know me, I look at stamp sets sometimes sideways and backwards and all different ways. And this little piece right here started making me think about the stars in the sky for Star Wars, believe it or not. No, I'm not a big Star Wars fan, but, you know, some days that's how it is. That's what I think about, evidently. So let me dump these out. Give me a second. So this little guy in the Eastern Medallion set, the dies, this little guy reminded me of the stars in the sky that Star Wars does. So that's how this all started, and then of course, you know, it's awesome because it's, you know, tomorrow's May 4th, so May the 4th be with you and all that kind of stuff. So I thought, oh my gosh, it's perfect. So before I get further into this card, I should tell you about the Eastern Palace Suite. It's been available for a couple of days. And you just saw the stamp set and the die. Let's see, the vinyl stickers, hold on, let me pull and give you some examples of some of the things that we're going to be doing with card class this week. So this is one of the cards we'll be creating with the die, some new paper, and then the Dragonfly Suite. Okay? And then this is the new paper, but this is the vinyl stickers that we have. So kind of cool, right? And this is the triple banner punch done backwards, which we were talking about this morning on Wacky Wednesday. So if you don't know how to do it, go back through and look at the post at 10 o'clock this morning. And then this is another card with the same set and just triple stamped and whatnot. Thought it was kind of cool. So, alrighty. So that's card class for next week. So if you want to come, great. But anyway, so that's the vinyl stickers there. You'll also get a jump on the new in colors, Lemon Lime Twist, Tranquil Tide, and Fresh Fig. So just a heads up that you will get some of the new product before anybody else. Well, unless they've ordered this set before you. But you know what I mean. And then also, if you get the big bundle for $103, not only do you get all the stuff from the other bundle, but you also get the Thinlit, which is worth about $30 in itself. But look at this. There's thick cardstock in vanilla now. So very cool. So if you want to get a jump on some of the new products, because I don't know about you, but my list is always super long. So without anything else, Hi, Lise. How are you? Without anything else, I'm going to start my infamous Star Wars card. Okay? So, tonight we're doing embossing powder, the white. And just wanted to let you know we're doing touches of texture. So, not everything is always flowers. I saw wormholes and galaxies in this one. So, you know, it's just what you're doing, right? And then, of course, the dies. We have the white enamel dots. We have the white craft pad. And we have some dimensionals and that kind of stuff. So, shall we? I think we shall. So, and then if anybody needs, you know, this card for tomorrow, please let me know. So I have pre-cut some of the stars out so you didn't have to watch me do the big shot. I thought that might help you out a little bit. So we are doing a basic black cardstock, cut A4, which means in half, 5.5, and scored at 4 1/4. Fold it. We should know this, right? Okay. So I'm just going to move some stuff out of my way. Alrighty. So I should be centered there, if anybody wants to let me know otherwise, but I should be getting the hang of this by now, shouldn't I? So who else joined me? Nobody's commenting tonight. At least, yes, I still have to send out the flyer, but I had a few other things that had to go out, and that'll go out probably this week. So we will get some girls coming to the soiree or fundraiser on the 20th, and we'll have a good time. So, alrighty, so this is the Craft Whisper White. I juiced it up earlier because they do dry out with the pigment ink. Just wanted to give you a heads up with that. I've already placed in the tray my embossing powder, my white embossing powder, just to have everything ready. Because when you're stamping, you got to be ready, right? With the embossing powder, at least. Because once you get this pigment ink down, you kind of don't want to take the time to let this all dry. So I'm just going to stamp some galaxy stuff, right? And you might want to turn it. Now, my daughter would probably tell me, Mom, it looks like bird poop. So, you know, it could be a lot of different things unless you drop the ink on your paper, which is what I just did. So it could be a lot of different things, but FYI, you want to get this into the embossing powder quickly. Now, because it's the whole thing, be a little careful and dip it in. And yes, you can use the embossing buddy, and yes, you can do lots of things, but I figured since it was kind of the whole thing, I wasn't going to stress about all this. And yes, I have the cap off, but I'm going to turn this around because I want to get the whole thing coated, right? So I'm going to tap and see what I have. That looks pretty coated. Okay. I'm going to thump it off a little bit. So we've got our galaxy. Now don't stress about the middle not coming together because this is going to go over. So I'm not too worried about that. I'm looking at the edges more than anything. Alright, so I've got my embossing, my heat gun rather, and I'm just going to take some time, and I'm going to warp my paper because, you know, we got to go into warp speed, right? I'm just kidding. The jokes don't stop, do they? So, you're bringing tickets with you Saturday. Awesome. Thank you. Saturday. To the card class, I'm assuming, Lise? That would be next Saturday, not this Saturday. I'm up at Yucca Mesa Swap Meet this week. So I'm assuming you mean next week. And I gotta scroll up to see the comments, but give me just a second. Actually, no, I can't wait. Alright, let me see. I don't know why this keeps scrolling down on me. Michelle's on. Hi, Michelle. Alright. So, Lisa, are you talking about... Yes, okay, the 13th. Not this week, correct? So, hopefully I will have a couple of names for you and we will get things rolling for you. So we will get that all, and should be a fun time. And if nothing else, you know, the sangria is good and the tri-tip is awesome. So, you know, if nothing else, it's a great dinner. And you save $50 because I believe it's the lobster dinner. Is that right? Is the same time, but it's $100 or $99 or something. So, you know, you could save $100 or save $50 unless you're bringing a date, and then you'll save $100. And you could have a good time and possibly win some raffle prizes too, which I'm not sure they're doing at the lobster thing. So make sure you get with Lise or me, and we will get you some tickets and have a good time. I'm hoping to maybe have a Red Door crafter table, and bring the honey, bring whoever, doesn't matter to me, as long as they got a $50 bill attached to their forehead so we can have some fun. So that's about it, huh? So let's see, what else? I'm up at Yucca Mesa Swap Meet this weekend. I'm going to be selling some Mother's Day cards and some other stuff. This is about done. Let me feel this real quick. You want to make sure that if you... Ooh, that's not done at all. Whew. You want to make sure when you're feeling it that for one, it's already melted, and for two, it's cooled down, because otherwise your finger will stick into it and you'll burn yourself. That's if you're doing a lot. This, not so much. But let's see if we can get it all done. Ooh, that heat gun's a little bit warm. Be careful, you guys. Don't burn your fingers. That's what tweezers are for, which I normally don't have out, right? Of course. Never careful when it's just me, right? It's kind of how it works around here. Okay, so everything feels rubbery, so we should be good. So there's that. Rotary lobster dinner is the same night. Yes, but I don't want to spend $100 for dinner. I will spend $50 and have fun with you. So that sounds like an awesome idea, doesn't it? Alrighty, so if you're wondering, no, this is not Stampin' Up. This is Star Wars Day, and I literally just Googled it and pushed on images to see what came up, and that's what came up. I know Stampin' Up! Is probably never going to have a stamp that says Happy Star Wars Day or May the 4th be with you. So I figured it was safe to probably print that one off. So we'll see. But in the meantime, that's what I got. So I'm just going to stick this here, and here's the reason why. I want it fairly centered, but the reason why is, I don't know if you can see this, but some of my little stars are a little bit creased, and that's because I didn't realize how big this was, and what happened was I had stuff kind of more in the middle, and ended up having to peel and restick things. So stick this on first, if that's what we're doing, okay? And where'd my little stars go? I almost lost them. If I could pick up that last one, it'd be awesome. Alright, so I should have 5. Now with glue dots, here's a tip for you. As you're doing little stuff, instead of trying to be, you know, have some dexterity and do it and peel them and place them and do everything, just stick them all on the roll. So that way you don't have to concentrate twice. And what you can do, if my stars will come apart. My fingers are not working anymore, you guys. Anyways, so you can stick all these on here. And make sure to hit them right in the middle, because otherwise your glue dots stick out. So what I can do is tear that off. And then I can start working these. And see, that way I only have to concentrate once. And I gotta figure out where this moon is gonna go. Indoor moon, right? Or something like that? Okay. Make sure too, with these enamels, They don't stick all that well to the embossing part, so you're going to want to make sure to kind of stick them in your blank spots. Another reason for the blank spots, right? So I'm just kind of sticking these. The glue dots do just fine on the embossing powder, but unfortunately the enamel dots, not so much. Now I guess you could use the glue dots for, you know, to stick on the embossing powder, but yeah, not so much. Alrighty, so we're going to stick a couple of moons on here, unless somebody tells me, hey Rhonda, I'm glad to see you, honey. Really. Hope your day's going okay. So let's see. I'm going to stick a couple moons on here, and if I'm incorrect, because honestly, usually Star Wars is nap time for me, as is just about every single movie I watch. So please don't take offense. It's not that I'm discriminating. It's that I run 1,000,000 miles an hour, and when I watch movies, I usually finally sit down and finally stop, and my body goes boom, and that's about it. Just like that too. Alrighty. So I've got a few moons here, and I think that's my Star Wars card, unless I'm missing somewhere. But I think that's about it. We'll see. What do you guys think? Alright, Rhonda, what are you making for dinner, honey? Because honestly, I think I'm making tacos. But honestly, I think I'm making tacos because I want the margaritas more than the tacos. I did I did just finish the gym, so I can have margaritas for dinner, right? So we're just gonna say that. Oh my goodness. So, thanks, Lise. Actually, I thought of your boys when I was going over this card, because we remember last year we had this huge discussion about Star Wars Day. So, yeah, that's kind of where I was at with things. I think I need a moon or something. Right about, I don't know. I'm one of these that'll add and add and add, and then it'll be too much, and then I'll wonder what happened. But that's okay. Alrighty. I think I might be done now. I'm not sure. Bean burritos and leftovers. Awesome. Yeah, that's about where I'm at too. I figured Kyle would love it. So, if he needs this card, I'm more than happy to part with it. So yeah, I seriously thought of your boys when I was thinking about this. I'm like, I remember the conversation we had last year, and I'm like, oh my goodness, we have to do this. So if the stars remind you of Star Wars, just remember the Eastern Palace Suite, which is available now. I'm going to put a code through in the next couple of days, and we're going to try to do this Stamp of the Month Club again, but we're going to incorporate a virtual class with it too. So there's going to be some changes going on, hopefully some added value to it. At least I got to look and see, but I think you qualify for the bonus on the Stamp of the Month Club, because you had put an order in twice, I think. So anyways, so I think that's about it for tonight. Like I said, I think I'm going to go make some tacos, because I worked out and I'm hungry. And Joel just got home, and well, life is life and it's great, but I got to get going. So join me at Yucca Mesa, the community center up there. I'll be putting out some flyers for it. Online, of course, and boosting some posts and doing all kinds of things. So if you need some Mother's Day cards or a voucher for half off a class or free shipping or anything like that, please let me know, and I'll be happy to help you. I got embossing powder all over me, so it's a great day. So yeah, so if I don't talk to you before then, guess what? May the 4th be with you. And honest, this is cool, because this looks like galaxy stuff to me. So without anything else, I'm going to talk to you later, and look me up.